it's been just a gift, just even to follow your Instagram. The window you create on this part of the world is just really beautiful. I do want to ask on that. And maybe it's like behind the scenes a little bit, but
Not so.
like, how do you keep the equipment dry? Like, how hard is bringing equipment to the cameras? You're an incredible filmmaker and photographer, so how do you make it work?
I don't know. It's not that hard. We
Really?
It's not that
'Cause it's
bad.
wet.
It is wet. The new iPhones are waterproof. And if they don't get, I'm telling you, dude, it's been such a weapon. It's been awesome. If you drop it in the river, my one thing is you got to have a tether because I drop it all the time. And so I'll be hanging off a boat and I'll be trying to take a video and I'll be like, here we are in the Amazon. And you can see the log and thunk.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. But we shoot on Canons and I don't know. It's worked out. It's not that bad.
Oh, really? So you can keep the equipment dry?
I keep the equipment dry, and I actually don't. A lot of people put their shit in silica at night and like keep it dry, and then they take it out. And I find that when you do that, the temperature change creates moisture inside the camera. So what I do is I never do that.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep my cameras in my backpack with a zipper, so they're more or less exposed to the elements.
Yeah.
And so it sort of always has a little bit of equilibrium. And that's it. I mean, I shoot on some pretty fancy equipment sometimes, and it's great. But I mean, the awesome thing though now is that like with a cell phone, I mean, like I put my phone down on the ground a few weeks ago and like let this rhino like walk up to it and stuff, and it's like you can get video footage that you can literally put on Netflix. Like it's just like it's getting really exciting, and that's where like where I deviate from the nature people that are like, we need to go back and live in cabins. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. And I love taking slow-mos. Like, like no way.
It makes you reappreciate it, but just by yourself, just reappreciate over and over and over. And then you can also share it with the world.
Well, that's the thing, is sharing it with people. There's nothing better than like teaching a kid to catch a fish, you know? And in a way, Instagram has allowed us to do that, where it's like, I can have this crazy ass moment that is so unique, and then put it up for people to see, you know. Or I mean, I remember one of the most recent things that got people, you never know what's going to get people excited. I literally just like, there was like, 3,000 butterflies on the beach, and they were like black, red, and blue, beautiful butterflies. And I just like panned the phone across it and then like jumped in the river and swam away and like threw that up on Instagram, and people went berserk. They're like, this is the most amazing thing. And like 4 different accounts reached out to try and share it. And I was like, butterflies. They're everywhere. There's 4,000 species of butterfly in the Amazon. Like, but sharing that with people is beautiful.
How do you find the thing to shoot? How do you come up with the butterflies? How do you notice the thing that's beautiful and say, I'm gonna wait a minute, like pause. This is beautiful. Let me take a picture of this. Because like sometimes you might get used to the beauty, right?
Yeah. Or like sometimes simple crazy things like leaf cutter ants.
Yeah.
They're just walking by. It becomes pedestrian. It's like, well, I mean, just like when you're living at the elephant camp, and it's like the elephant comes out and he starts like trashing the water bucket. We're all like, would just stop.
Yeah.
We're trying to watch Peaky Blinders here. It's like, just leave us alone. It becomes normal after a while.
Yeah.
But no, in the jungle, I don't, that's never a struggle for me, because as a photographer, it's like whenever my eye hits on something, I've never seen that many of those butterflies, all the same species together. And like this, I'm trying to get this one thing that the butterflies do is in the dry season, the salt deposits, you'll get like 3 or 4, maybe 5,000 butterflies all coming onto this one area of sand, because there'll be like some leaching. There'll be some salt deposit there or something. And they'll all be wings flat against the ground with their proboscises on the sand. And if you go walk near them, they will vortex up, and you have a rainbow vortex of butterflies, and you can like go run through that, and it's surreal. And what I want to do is get the shot where I guess leave the phone recording in slow-mo facing up and leave it there for an hour, let the butterflies come in and settle, and then disturb them, so I get the bottom of the vortex of the bug. I'm like, these are the ways I think where I'm like, how can I show people the absolute mind-blowing,
with an iPhone
perfection But yeah,
It's
sure.
amazing.
I mean, that's what I have. You know, I'm
Yeah.
sure that somebody else could do it with, you know, a red and nail it. But it's like that's what I have in the jungle because I have to travel light and I, you know.
Yeah, I think that really that works. I have the same thing when I was traveling in Ukraine. The equipment was just is that suitcase over there with
Yeah.
the foam,
Yeah.
and you just shove it full of equipment, and who
And do the
cares?
best you can.
You can go to war zone. It doesn't matter. It
Yeah.
doesn't like it has to do with the you're talking about like with the like protecting your camera or not. It feels like the more you protect stuff, the more it's gonna get damaged.
Yeah, like so like see like my cameras, they're all missing. This is amazing to me. So all my cameras are missing you can see the metal through the paint.
Nice.
So all this. And so like they're all because I'm constantly like I'll like slide in and like take a picture and like they're banged up.
Yeah.
But they're good machines.
I think they get tougher over time if you put them through. It's like the immune system.
it's like muscles. It's like David Goggins cameras. If you got to make them suffer every day.